I'm connecting you from Agra. I'm an English communicator and you can say English teacher. Mind to introduce yourself?
Of course. So, yeah, as my name is Shaila. I am originally from India but live in England now. It's been over 13 years I've been living here. I moved to the UK in 2012, early 2012. Um, yeah, I am not a teacher or anything by profession, but my only connection with English is that I have been using this language actively for the past I mean, when I started my career in 2005, that's when I started using this language actively. Before then, I wasn't actually, just like because I'm from Kerala. Been surrounded by this language for the past 13 years here in this country
Yeah.
with my husband and my 12-year-old son. Yeah, and I work for a living. I do a 9 to 5 job. I work in the IT in for a corporate organization.
Right.
I work fully remote. That's yeah, pretty much about me. And I have this channel called Speak with Shaila, which I started only in December. Uh, yeah,
So, are
it's
you enjoying this new journey of yours?
yeah, it is. I love it. Just like how you said that you like this language.
Right, right. So, apart from connecting with people over a video calls or audio call, whatever you find comfortable with, what else sources you are involved in, right? I mean, do you listen to any favorite podcast or audio books or you read books?
Yeah. So I'm not a good reader. I have been. I mean, that's in my it's in my to-do list. I every day, think about like, yeah, I have to start reading. But I do watch English movies, and that's maybe I reading when it comes to reading, I'm a bit lazy. It's something that I have. Reading is definitely because it's the best when it comes to improving your vocabulary. Is something that, as everybody says, that's the best, and I have to actually start doing as well. Other than that, actually, I think I speak to my son here because he's 12, and he doesn't speak our native language. I mean, his native language is kind of English now, but
Right.
my mother tongue, he doesn't speak that. And because he started going to nursery at an early age, like a year and a half, he started, and there was a kind of a bit of delay with his speech, so like he didn't speak until 2, and then when he started going nursery, then they said, okay, why not stick to one language? That's how we started
So
using this one.
I think that you are naturally immersed in this language. The place where you live in right now, it's mandatory for
Yeah,
you to speak up in English, and that means that you have a natural advantage. I think so. That you no need to worry about how to learn this language because
yeah,
normally people suggest. I mean, many YouTubers or they suggest many experts they suggest that we should immerse ourselves in this language. We should surround with people so you have that advantage
yeah,
being there. And of course, you have your son with you, your husband, so that you can converse with them. I mean, at your ease. Every time,
yeah,
I mean, you have to converse in English language. So, yeah,
yeah.
that's
But
a
my
big
husband is from Kerala, where I am from as well. So we both speak in Malayalam, but it's our son who doesn't. He understands a bit of Malayalam.
I think that Malayalam is one of the toughest languages.
Yes.
And yeah, being from Malayalam background, he must know. I think you feel like that. He
Yeah.
must know whenever you come to India, then basically,
Yes.
yeah, his grandparents must feel that way that, okay, we feel connected.
Yeah.
When we know our native language, then there is,
True.
yeah, grandparents, we feel connected. Otherwise, it's not a big deal if he is not comfortable with it because being parents we feel that our children should speak native languages. All
Yeah.
right, right. And I think that you must be very busy apart from weekends. 5 working days would be very hectic for you.
I know. Yeah, it is. It's not that hectic in terms of my current project, and work-wise, it's kind of relaxed at the moment. Especially because I don't have to commute to work, which is really a blessing because I'm working fully remote. Um, Thanks to COVID for that, because it's before COVID, I everybody, it was a different world before COVID, wasn't it? Now, I used to do like daily commute to work, which was like you spend a- an hour and a half, 2 hours on the road, stuck in traffic, which
Exactly.
was pain. No longer having to do that is a blessing, really. Really. Are you working or are you homemaker, Indu?
No,
Just
no. I'm actually basically self-employed. Years back, I used to be a teacher in a private school, but because of my certain, personal situations, I have to quit my job. No regrets. I have no repentance as well. I have also a lot of students from not only from India but abroad. So
oh,
yes,
great.
initially I'm very happy. Since
Yeah,
my childhood, I had only one dream. I wanted to be an English teacher, and
really.
yes, really, because my mom was a teacher, and I
Okay.
used to, yeah, I used to look at her when she used to put those beautiful, bright, vibrant saris and makeup. So I used to think, it's a very childish dream that, oh, teacher means to put a lot of makeup on you and do yeah, well hairdo, and we have to wear those vibrant and beautiful saris. But now I realize it's not like that. It's a very tough job. It's a very responsible job. You have to be mindful, you have to be dutiful, and you can't teach anything wrong in the class. Like, there are so many people who think this way that teaching is a very, a kind of a profession that you can be at ease. But for me, it's not. I work very hard with my students, and I make sure that before entering in my class, I must be well prepared,
Yeah.
so that yeah, that has to be a very dynamic, bombastic, whatever you can say, session, so that my students can have a takeaway from me. So I
Yeah.
think, like, so I love to work hard. You can say I'm workaholic, and I love to have a lot on my plate. So that's my perspective.
Yeah, it's interesting. Um, uh, as you said that you wanted to be a teacher, but I had to tell you that you should have tried in movies. You look gorgeous.
Doesn't cost you a dime. If you are a happy person, you will spread happiness around you. People will
Yes, it
love you
reflects
for
on your face actually. I, I know the reason why I said that, you have kind of some, I don't know if it's just me, but I find kind of striking resemblance with, Maushami Chatterjee, Maushami Chatterjee,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
actress, you
fair
have some kind of,
compliment.
yeah, you,
Mistakes are inevitable. You can't skip committing mistakes. So that's okay. Mistakes are also very important. If you are not committing any mistake, it means that you are not learning in the right way.
yeah,
So yeah,
true.
commit mistake and learn from that.
Yeah, yeah, you can't be perfect with anything actually. You can just become a better version of yourself the next day. Every day you're a better version of yourself. That's what one should be striving for.
Exactly.
And as you said, the teachers being kind. I remember different kind of what this particular teacher was one kind teacher, but I also had teachers who will come with a stick and then smack you. So that I don't get the point of getting smacked. Why? What? How can you make? I mean, some kids get do they get scared of that and then they do
Right.
maybe do better. But there are other ways to make one learn than using it's not allowed anymore in India, is it? To smack kids with sticks and is
Yes.
it is the punishments allowed? Kind of using stick or
Yeah, yeah, they
is it
are. They used to be allowed. No, not still. When
allowed
I
anymore?
was, yeah, when I was in my, in my sixth standard, fifth, I still remember I was in convent institution, and there we used to have Anglo-Indian teachers.
Okay.
Yes, English was mandatory in those days. I couldn't frame a single sentence correctly, so every time I chose to zip my lips. So that was not I know that that was not the right approach, but there was nobody. It's very sad, it's very painful to think now. There was no one to help me out that way. Therefore, I made it a point in my life. If God allows me to be a teacher, I would help everyone whatever I can do for them. And you see, here I am. I have also been a very active member of an NGO where I
Oh,
teach
are you?
children for free. Yes, and when I
Wow.
see their, yeah, when I see their happiness, when I see the light on their face, I feel very happy. And they are my true inspiration. I think that I have everything in my life. Then also, why am I so sad? Look at these children. They
Yeah.
don't have parents, they don't have money, they don't have anybody in the name of relation, but still they are happy. So
Yeah.
I must be, yeah, we must feel ashamed of ourselves, even we have everything, we are crying. Yeah, so my maids, these are my influencers, you know. I
Yeah.
take a lot of inspiration from my maids, from my servants, from children around the world who are, you know, underprivileged. They teach you exactly what is the meaning of life. You once go to a hospital, make a round in the hospital, see what is the condition around the world. Instantly you will start feeling a kind of a strength and power. You have money, you have good family, you have good dresses to wear, you have
Yes.
good makeup to put on, you have good food. At least you have choices to make. I won't
Yeah.
be eating this, I want to eat this. They don't have any choice, still they
No.
are
Yeah.
happy.
I
So
know.
see,
Yeah. I
yeah,
keep telling this to my son.
it's the emotional differences. We
Yeah.
have so many diversities, and you know, the best thing is we should accept all with love and kindness. Like,
Yes.
yeah, a person varies from person. You know, they have their own differences, they have their own cultures, they have their own mindset. So nobody should be blamed for that. We are living in this universe. We have our own problems. We have our own lives, and certainly we shouldn't. I mean, we shouldn't waste our time in just making that kind of connection and bond. If it happens, then it's okay. Otherwise, move ahead. That's what, yeah, we don't have everything in control. You see, whatever
Yeah.
is in our control, we are doing. We are already
No,
doing.
it's just a more life, isn't it? The short lifespan. We hardly live for like 70, 80 years, and then yeah, it's just make the best use of our time. Be nice, kind. That's yeah, kindness takes you a long way, as they say. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
Saida,
what
it
any
was,
any any
yeah.
weekend plans? It's almost a weekend. Saturday is coming to an end for you, isn't it? Already.
Yeah, it's very hectic for me. Weekends are a bit hectic for me. You know, I have to actually wind up a lot of assignments and
Oh,
many pending works also. And most probably, I pick one-on-one sessions on weekends because in normal days I have back-to-back batches. So Saturday, Sundays, I keep safe for my children from abroad because they prefer to have one-on-one session, which is quite hectic sometimes, but it's very flexible.
all right, then yeah, it was so nice chatting with you. I wasn't really thinking that I would get a chance. It was not something that we were planning to do. It just came out of the blue, and I'm
Yes,
so
yes,
glad that we got to connect. And we should connect again in a month or two whenever you're free.
yeah.
And yeah, thank you so much, Ritu. I appreciate your time. And yeah, have a lovely rest of the weekend. And
Same to
you have a
you,
busy week.
Shaila. You two are a very generous and lovely person. I enjoyed every second of this